Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday morning. I'm just going to do a quick one take for you today and kind of give you an update on my week or so, maybe a little over a week progress so far on how Herbalife is going. So essentially what I'm going to be doing this morning is making my first shake of the day, and I'm going to be using the cafe latte, which is the Formula 1 blend, and then the protein powder that I'm going to add with it is going to be the chocolate one. And I have to tell you that the combination between these two, the chocolate and the cafe latte, it's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. So how is it going? That's the question. How is this going so far? So before I do that, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to be putting 2 scoops of the Formula 1 and 2 scoops of the protein powder in together. So how is it going? I'm really liking this so far. So far, so good. It has only been a week or so into it. The shake part of it has been pretty easy, actually, especially the mornings. I've pretty much got my mornings through lunch down pat. It's going to dinner that's given me some trouble. Nothing on Herbalife's end. In terms of the products themselves, they're great. It's my own willpower. And I don't think that was something that I took into account whenever I originally started this program. Well, I think I did know it. I think I knew it, but I just didn't want to accept it, was the fact that, you know, I've been eating poorly. I have been for quite a long time. You know, getting takeout, all that stuff. And a lot of that is really because I live alone. You know, to cook a full meal or whatever is just, it's hard to do for just one person, but also it's a little depressing. And I'll say that seriously, it kind of is. You know, if it's just me that I'm cooking for, it's like, well, what's the point? I'll just get takeout and it's individualized and that's all I need. So I've kind of gotten into that habit. And I don't eat out I don't eat out every single, I don't eat out every single night, but there are a lot of nights that I'll just get takeout because there's no point, you know, it's just me. So it's breaking that habit. So there have been a few nights during this that I haven't come home and had my excuse me, and haven't come home and had my evening shake. I'll just go get something to eat just because it's faster. And I've got to just, it's just a matter of breaking that habit. So like I said, like this is a journey, this is a process. I wasn't going to be able to flip a switch and it be done right then. So okay, quickly, I put the 2 scoops of each in there, and then I'm going to pour water in here to about right there. Not all the way filled up, but kind of filled up. And then make sure this is snapped on, and then I'm going to twist this. Oh, before I do that, right now I'm turning my Keurig on because I'm also going to make my tea that I'm working on. So, and I'll tell you a little about the tea in a minute. Okay, twist this on, and then you just get to shake it. But yeah, it's definitely been a journey getting that figured out. You know, I just need to get better. And again, like I said, it's only been a week or so that I've been doing this, and it's going to get better. I'm not going to be perfect every single day that I'm doing this program. I mean, and it's also, you know, it's not only just figuring that stuff out. Like, for example, you guys are going to see in an upcoming car vlog, which I cannot wait for you to see. Brandon came to town, and we drove around and talked, and was me and him again. And I tell you, when you put me and him in a car together, you think I can chit chat? Oh my glory! Oh my glory! So much fun. So that's coming up pretty soon. And after you shake it, there's always a little bit at the bottom. So you have to kind of go in and get that remaining powder kind of off the bottom and mixed in and all that other goodness. But you know what? That's the way I block my face. That's kind of the way it is with any powder or whatever that you mix into a drink. But I do want to show you guys this. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this stuff is actually really, really thick. Okay, so essentially what I did was I went and basically filled it all the way up to the top with ice, and then press this on there, because what this will do while I'm drinking it, it'll keep the ice from coming up. And then just put the top back on, twist it, give it a little shake with the ice in it, and that's it. that's my morning shake. So the only other thing I need to do is make my tea, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. So essentially what I did was I took another shaker bottle that I have, and this is the way I actually do it for work. I take another shaker bottle, and you know how on Keurigs it has like the 3 settings? I'm going to go with the first one with the smallest. While that's brewing, you might even be able to hear it in the background. What I'm basically going to do is put about that little bit much of the hot water from the Keurig in there. And then I'm going to mix in a scoop of that probiotic, which, by the way, I'm loving this. This is fantastic. And a scoop of the herbal tea concentrate and raspberry. These two things together are this and my morning shake of cafe latte and chocolate. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I've got my mornings all the way up through lunch pretty much down cold, because what I'll basically do is, let that thing stop yelling at me. I have this much of the hot water. So I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it because of the angle of the camera, but I'll kind of put it up here a little bit. So I'm going to take a scoop of this. I'm going to do a scoop of the herbal tea first. So you basically have to use your own teaspoon for this. So I'm going to get in here, put that in, and then before I put the probiotic in, I actually stir it up first. So let me get my little spoon of that. I love my little spoons. These are so cute. Look at that. Can you guys see that? See what that is? Leave it down in the comments below if you can see what that is on the end of that spoon. As you guys know, I'm obsessed. Stir that up so it's made the tea. Now, for the probiotic. This is the only tip that I really have with the probiotic. For some reason, when this tends to hit hot water, if you don't like stir it up, if you kind of like let's say I was to pour this and the tea in at first before I put the hot water in, before I put it under the Keurig, for some reason this clumps up into a little ball. But if I can pour it in while I'm stirring it at the same time, it'll instantly dissolve. Don't know why. Again, this is just my experience. It could just be me, but I've noticed it a couple of times. So, and you know what? It is what it is. So, as we're pouring, we're gonna stir. See, easy peasy. Stirring all that up. And then I'm going to do the one thing that you're not supposed to do. I know you're not supposed to do it, but again, like I said, this is a healthy journey. I'm doing things, I'm modifying things and working myself up to things. I am putting a little bit of sweetener in there. So I think that this would be like a Splenda. And I'm going to get yelled at. I know I am. You shouldn't be putting that. No. This is how I drink my tea. I drink with a little bit of sweetener in it. This is just how I'm doing it right now. So, okay. So essentially I have all of that tea in there. Move this out of the way. So I've got it. What's it go up to? Goes up, how much is it? Like 6 ounces. So it's got 6 ounces of the hot water. And then what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll fill it up. It's about right there of just cool water. And then if I'm going to work, then I'll just put the cap on it and take it. Because then when I get to work, what I'll do is, because what I typically do is I'll drink the shake. I'll drink this on the way to work and after I get to work. And then at about 10 o'clock, I'll have had this in the fridge, and then I'll go and get ice and put ice in it and fill it up the rest of the way. And I have this cold. I have had it hot once. It's good hot. I do like hot teas, but I have all of my hot teas that I pretty much drink on the regular. And this I have found with the sweetener in it, I just prefer cold, especially if it's in the morning. Something else that's interesting too, I haven't drunk coffee. I have not drunk a cup of coffee since I started this program, so I haven't felt like I needed to. I really haven't. But something else that I've noticed, and I don't know if this has anything to do, well actually I take that back. I know it has something to do with this. I've slept better because I am truly that person that for probably a good 5 or 6 months, I was waking up every hour or so, or I wasn't sleeping at all. And I've been getting sick and all of this stuff, and it just, it hasn't been good. So since I started this program, I have slept so amazingly. So amazingly. I've slept through the night, which does not happen. So if nothing else that this program has done, if, as you know, granted, would I like to see myself lose a little bit of weight with it, getting healthier? Yes. But if nothing else, if this has helped my sleep, 2 thumbs up for me, because really it's been a long several months that I haven't been able to get any sleep. So essentially what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean up my kitchen from all of this and start editing. So you guys will actually probably see this video here in just a little bit. Again, it's Saturday morning, and don't judge the Saturday morning outfit. You guys are actually really lucky. I actually put this on, I brushed my hair, I made myself look presentable. If you can see what I really look like in the morning, whew. I know those like famous YouTubers do like morning routines and all that stuff. You don't want to see me in the morning, not before. No. I have to make myself look presentable so that way you guys could even see me. But yeah, so essentially I'm gonna have the shake, and then probably, what time is it right now? Right now it's like 9:43. I've been up for a little bit, but I just started this late. But I'll probably have this around 11ish or so, and then I'll go on with the rest of my day. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is something I definitely wanted to get, I wanted to get on camera, is that, you know, I am still kind of in a process. So figuring out meals, figuring out snacks. And I have to say, the day that I did the absolute best was like 2 days ago, and I had my shake, and then I had my tea at 10, and then I had lunch, or I didn't have lunch until like 2:30, 3 o'clock, but I ended up having a snack. I wanted to grab it to show you guys. So essentially I had a snack around noon, and I found these things, and they're called the Sargento Balance Breaks. Again, I don't know how 100% healthy they are. This one has natural sharp white cheddar, sea salted cashews, and golden raisin medley. So I mean, I would definitely have to look up the macros on this, but I mean, again, I'm just starting. So for me, this is actually pretty good because I'm not a snacker. I'm not someone that just kind of nibbles in between meals. I would rather have my meals and that be done with it. So to actually have a snack to tide me over to lunch, that was a good thing. So, and then I had my lunch at the normal time. I had that turkey taco thing. So yeah, it's essentially, this is just the first week that I've been doing this. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated as I go along. I haven't weighed myself yet. I think I'm just gonna weigh myself on a monthly basis, because again, you know, I said it previously that I wanted to lose weight, yes, but this was all about getting healthy. So the weight's really not the point right now. It's really just about getting healthy, getting my eating habits down right, kind of making those changes, and then working on the weight later. So I'll probably just weigh myself on a monthly basis. So I don't know what that is right now, but if I have a change in a month, I'll let you guys know. So you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Now I can turn music on, because I can't turn music on while I'm filming because it's not allowed, which is sad. Can we talk about how I'm cleaning right now and behind me looks like an ad for Herbalife? Oh Lord, and I ask myself at times why I don't have a boyfriend, and I just need to watch these videos and I'll know why. Dancing to the music in my head.